Okay.
He's feeling like a fellow.
Hey, Dean, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Dean. I'm 22 years of age. I've studied civil engineering at Monash University, and I'm currently the intern as part of the Engineering Without Borders Institute this summer. And currently I'm on the Engineering Without Borders Regioneering Roadshow, where we currently visit schools, in particular in rural communities, where we engage and tell kids from years 7 to about year 10 about what engineering really is and what opportunities there are. And in particular, we try to involve them with projects which are similar to the works which we undertake at Engineering Without Borders. So a lot of the projects are humanitarian based. For instance, we have a water module which looks into filtering water, which would be quite similar to what would be occurring in Southeastern Asia. And we also have a construction module where we look into developing floating platforms similar to what is present in the Tonle Sap river body in Cambodia, it's really quite exciting.
What's been your motivation in coming along for this trip?
With university, it's hard to feel enchanted by what you do. I've done civil engineering for 4 years, and by the end of it, like any university degree, you kind of feel disenchanted. You don't feel like you want to be an engineer at the end. So I joined Engineering Without Borders to work out really why I'm an engineer. Like, what I found is that engineers, like your primary responsibility is to improve the quality of life for the citizens around you. And in this road trip and this internship which I'm enduring at the moment, it really gives you an understanding and an appreciation of what an engineer does and what impacts it can have on the community. And it's inspiring. You know, it really is inspiring, because you can just, from this trip, you realize how much power you have to, to essentially create a sustainable future and to create, a better, cleaner world. It's like the power is in your hands. It really is.
What have you thought of the first 2 days?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It's been mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. We've been at Golden Valley Grammar, which has been really exciting. Kids really got into it. They were really engaged. You could hear their minds ticking over, and it was funny how we were able to engage kids which had no idea what an engineer was at the start of the class, and by the end of it, they were nearly considering becoming engineers. Like, I think through our modules, such as the construction module, where we are creating these floating platforms, it really encourages the kids into developing solutions through teamwork, through design, and then through construction. And it's really exciting because you have kids who start off with no clue of what an engineer is, and by the end of it, they're considering becoming one. And it's empowering. Like, some of the smiles, and you can feel this energy within the classroom too, which is so exciting. Like, that power of learning and seeing these kids' faces light up, and you can quite literally, at times, feel like that idea moment where a light bulb, lights up, and it's really exciting, and I get a real kick out of it. I really do.
Work set aside, how have you enjoyed the actual road trip? Have you been able to see much? Have you had much time off? How have you spent your time off?
Look, it's been pretty full on, but when we do have time off, we really do enjoy ourselves. We do, have a few beers here and there. I probably should hang on. We'll edit this again. The road show has been really, really exciting. It's great crew of people, great places. Like, we're here in Yarrawonga today, and it is marvelous. Look at the backdrop. You can't beat that. We are really living the dream. And like, the people at Engineering Without Borders, I think that's what we pride ourselves on. We are a really cool group of people. We really are exciting. We're easy to get along with, and we're all like-minded, so we hardly never get along. Like, I'll be honest, the only time when we don't get along is it's never. It really isn't. Like, it never happens. Like,
How would you see yourself in the future together with EWB?
I can't see myself removing myself from this organisation. I may venture off and become a professional engineer, but with projects like this, I would always love to be involved. It's so inspiring to introduce engineering at such a grassroots level and watch these children develop into engineers. And maybe down the track, maybe if I become an employer, if I see some kids or some graduate engineers come through and I'll ask, when did you want to become an engineer? I really hope ones that they will say, I remember people from Engineering Without Borders coming to me and telling me about engineering, because from the works we've done today, we are essentially recruiting for the future. If you think of it, yeah. I think. Well, let's a few other questions.
Tell us about the lake. What's the story with all these trees in it? You haven't yet Googled it.
To be honest, I do have a major in hydrology, but I'm not too sure what's happening with these lakes. I think we've got a few salinity issues, to be truthfully honest. But, what I can say about this roadshow, and it really does represent the Engineering Without Borders Institute, which we do pride ourselves on engineering education and the availability of knowledge and making it accessible for everyone. So for future candidates who are considering either getting involved with Engineering Without Borders or just wanting to know what we really do, it's a great way to get involved. It's a great way to make friends. It's a great way to feel good. It's a great way to spend the summer. You know? And I'd highly recommend it. Just get onto the website ewb.org.au and find out a little bit more and get in contact with your local chapter at uni.
Get on board, guys. Get on board.
Awesome.
Okay.
You're loving it,
Do
dude.
we need any more?
You want to be the pin-up boy, don't you?
I'm going to be the pin-up boy. Just send it to all the big companies and just take me, honey. I'm the pretty one.
Yeah.
That's not going on.
It is. That's in it there too.
Yeah, I don't swear at all on camera. And I have an altered ego, which is Desiree, and I'm a drag queen too. So we'll go with that.
Oh, God.
And the drama queen.
I'm a drama queen, a drag queen, just a queen in
You're
general.
all the queens.
Yeah.
Gorilla queen. I've got really nice armpit hair. I plait it myself. I don't know where I'm going with it. Okay.
We'll put a full stop in there somewhere.
I think it's also really nice to see, you know, how people live in these smaller communities as well. Like, that's really, really important. And being a city kid, born and raised, and then I've moved to the Surf Coast, it's interesting to see what these kids have to say and just being involved with people from a different way of life. Like, that's enriching enough as it is. Like, I do say, like, at Engineering Without Borders, we do pride ourselves on knowledge being a two-way street. It's not so much us teaching the kids, but it's the kids teaching us at times. Like, I remember with a lot of the modules that I've been instructing in, that when kids bring up designs, they're absolutely brilliant. I would have never have thought of that throughout my 4-year degree and all my knowledge that I've accumulated, how to produce that. So it does show you that you can't stop dreaming, and your imagination is nearly as powerful as your mathematical mind. And I tell you what, it's going to make me sharpen the pencil for my future career, and I think that's one of the outcomes. That's a fantastic outcome for me. And